we are live from so many places right now.
Yep.
We are here with Bunktown Falls, and they are live from not where they're from. Where are you guys live from right now?
We are at a very, very special place. For those of you who know it, you know where we are. And for those of you who don't, I'm sorely sorry for you.
Secrets are meant to be kept.
Yeah, Mundo's currently posted up in front of a very important Bunktown icon that we'll get to at some point.
Ooh, cool stuff.
Yeah.
I like the mystery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very secret.
At the end of the day, we're like really truthfully just a bunch of surfers and skaters and just people who like to do that. And secret spots are a part of that culture. And, you know, we're going to keep that shit going.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good segue to our intro song, right? Oh. I don't, sorry, what did you say, Carl?
I said, well said, Mundo.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's a good like segue into the intro. If you guys want to introduce yourselves and who you are and all that fun stuff, that would be awesome.
I'm Carl Nowicki. I'm the front man for Bunktown Falls.
I am Boomtown. I play bass.
I'm Alex. I play the guitar. And I know we're missing one face very, very notably from our group right here. Last we heard, Santo was cruising the depths of the East Atlantic with his first mate, El Tortuga. He's properly teaching her how to be a proper Montauk pirate. So we as Bunkles have made a trip out to the home zone to
back off. Get out of here.
I'm like running away from it.
We're going to absorb that kind of energy is basically what I'm saying. And we want to imbue that into the beautiful little nugget that guy made, him and Rachel. We miss you guys out here. Big time. Big time.
That guy made that random person,
I do have to say
in our band.
She's a really sweet pet baby.
Oh my God, I love it.
I think she's done like 56 push-ups straight so far. 2 weeks.
That is a super baby. Like,
Got
all,
super
all
genes.
those like fantastic genes combined too. You can't not have a super baby, you know?
That's a God's strong truth.
She got to hang for an acoustic session the other day. That was really fun.
Ooh.
We sang her to sleep.
Ooh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, wait, Mundo's getting complimented on his transition from outside to inside.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you guys really figured out the whole like jumping between screens situation. Like, I've been trying to do that for months, and
This is a super high budget production.
Seriously, we don't fuck around.
we don't mess around when it comes to production. Love it.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys would have something that interesting already. I like it.
Oh, we haven't got started yet, right?
We're going to take you guys on a hike. We got everything going today.
Yep, we're going to show you a view. It's going to be beautiful.
You thought you were taking us on a ride. We're taking you on a ride, all right?
We've prepared
Welcome to
questions
Bunktown,
for you guys. I hope you're ready.
Oh my God.
Veronica's not ready. She's not ready, guys. Let's start with the hard ones then.
I'm ready.
Oh my God.
Dan's always ready. Look at him.
We
He's
didn't
like-
actually prepare questions. I made that all up.
I mean,
But we
I
can
have a
make
most
them up on the
important
spot.
question.
We're great at that.
What's everybody drinking?
Oh,
We got a bottle of what? Espolon in the back? This motherfucker.
Here it is.
I truly hope our first sponsor is White Claw, because I think that would fit well with the brand, with my brand, but also with this brand. So.
Was that a handle of vodka you had in the trunk?
better.
Vodka, just tequila, man.
No,
Okay.
sir.
It
Fourth of
is,
July
yeah.
weekend. We're not messing around.
Yeah, you think people who can like transcend different screens, like mess around?
Just watching you do that was gross. No.
It's a little warm too. It's been like sitting in the car.
Watch my bowl,
You know what?
guy.
I'm thinking we should take it out for a little.
Oh my God.
For a little while. This? Yeah. All right. So what's up, guys? What's happening after hours?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
You know, a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of summer right now. Finally,
That's not true. You guys have done some
finished my
dope
school year
interviews.
last year.
What's that?
Finally finished my school year last Friday, so summer's all
Oh, me too, Dan. Me too. Freedom.
Hey!
Hell yeah. Oh. So, what's going on with you guys? You released high quality, like, what is it now? Almost 6 months? Is it even that long?
I believe it was March 23rd that we released it.
Just before COVID, or right around the breakout of COVID, whatever that was.
Yeah, we did our last interview, and then we released it, and we went into lockdown like 1 day later.
Yeah, and stuff got crazy in that time. Big Bunktown plans have happened between then and now. So big things coming.
How did you guys find, I was curious about this, how did you find the reception of High Quality when you really weren't able to go out and play it and promote it? Like, obviously you played the songs prior to the EP being released, but it's very different once it's released and you go to promote that actual project. So how's it been not being able to do that?
I think it's always kind of cool as an artist, you know, when you create something and you put it out to the internet and all of a sudden you just start seeing that tally, just ticking numbers, like click, 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 click. You know, whether it's like 20 people or 20,000 people, it doesn't really like change it. You know, you just know that people are vibing on it when you keep seeing it roll. And, you know, it's definitely hard to promote something when you can't get out there and, you know, put your face in front of people and physically tell them, hey, check this out. But the internet's a crazy place where you can make a lot of things happen. And I think I saw a lot of people out, you know, between, you know, you guys are familiar with VBT and, you know, a lot of other streaming services that have been keeping the arts community alive. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing. Artists, you can't put us down.
Speaking of VBT, I don't think she directly said hi, but she probably says hi because she's in the comments right now being like,
Yeah, I don't think
Love to make a choice.
I think it was different because obviously you guys know, like, playing music for people has like a certain effect where like they're dancing, they're having a good time. I don't think, you know, like people are latching on to lyrics that way. You know, they're really just there having a good time. Because people were locked in with our new music, basically, I think a lot of people listened to it a little more critically than they would have, you know, at a live show if we were even supporting it that way. I think you got some really good reception just based on the fact that we were like, you know, releasing summary tunes when like people were really craving for that kind of thing but couldn't take advantage of it. So like it was important for us to like bring some happiness into like the homes of the people that listen to us. And, you know, that's really like what we're here for. Our band is like the escape from bullshit. So there was a lot of bullshit going on. And I think we released something that can make people happy. So
I was gonna say your promotion style has been like probably one of my favorites, that like any band, like when releasing an EP, like if people aren't in the Welcome to Bunktown Falls like chat Facebook group, it is full of like nonsense, but like the best kind of nonsense. Like I don't know how long you guys went doing that like robot war for. I was just repeating like forever.
I
but
still
it was
suspect
hilarious.
that they're the ones
The
that
robot war is
released
still
COVID.
going on, Veronika. Don't, just because we haven't talked about it in a while doesn't mean that it's not going on.
I mean,
right?
think
That's
about
Just
it.
because the
we're
hashtag
studying
is
those
trending
motherfuckers.
doesn't mean
They released a virus that can only hurt humans. They didn't release a computer virus.
not a computer. Always not a computer virus.
yeah, they need to replace the batteries
Conspiracy?
in the birds. Like
Who
I
knows?
understand.
We've got
Yeah,
a
General Zod's got some tricks up his sleeves, and you know, the king of robots is a scary individual.
and we've also got we've got another saga to tell now, and it's going to take place in a different time, in a different place, but there is going to be a new Bunktown saga to be told very, very soon.
Yes,
And I can't wait to bring that one to you. I think it's going to be
it's gonna be
it's
fucking.
going to be fucking amazing. It really is.
No, because they posted it on their Instagram too, and like for like when that was all happening, like you ever see like an Instagram that's like 30,000 of those like little ticks, and you're like, I'm not gonna listen to all this, but I'm here like, what happens next? It was amazing.
I'm surprised I didn't lose my job while we were making those, because like I was sitting at work like making old voices in the corner, like trying like not to let people realize that I was like clearly not doing my job, but like making
You have like your hood
robot
up and
voices
you're like I love it.
yeah, I could have easily gotten fired for that one, but
You guys had me pull over in Atlantic Beach, next to the beach, hop out of my car, take all my shit out of the trunk, and hop into my car and fucking curl up just for that video.
Yeah, we did. Dan was a guest appearance in the Robot War.
I was captured for a little bit. Thank God they saved me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quadrubite.
Yeah.
captured
At
you.
first
He
I was
he
like,
wasn't
I can't
joking
run
around.
this on my own.
He was the robot spy master. He was very dangerous.
He fucked me up. He threw me in the trunk of my own car and everything.
It's no good, dude. You can't have that.
That's all in the past now. You're good.
Yeah.
He's dead. I threw him out a window.
Oh,
Virus.
good. That's all that matters.
Goodness.
You got this.
Dan's like, how did they convince me to do that?
You don't understand how long I recorded that video for. Like a good 45 minutes, just laying in too much drunk control.
I wish we had that queued up to play, just like Dan in the back of the car, like reading off the cue card, like Quadra Bite. The
Oh my God, I tried so hard.
It's a great performance. I loved it.
Wait,
It was one of my
Dan.
favorite parts of the whole thing.
Wait,
Another
Dan, you
shout
said
out
you
to-
recorded multiple times, right? Can we get like the bloopers of it, like the really like awkward
I don't
ones?
have
Like,
them anymore.
oh, help me!
We should start keeping bloopers, boys.
Shout out
How
to
many
Dan
more?
Trupia, by the way, too, for a really, really funny addition to the Robot Saga. He sent it to
Yeah.
us all on his own, like put a really funny video together and sent it to us. And we were
He had
always
props,
for
he had
like,
everything.
yeah, he did a bang up job on that.
And that chick with the chickens who like smashed the
Kara
computer
Milby.
outside.
Yeah.
She just follows us on Instagram. She shoots us messages all the time of things. And she joined the Robot Wars and like took a shovel and was banging all her old computers
See, now
in the
those are the
backyard.
kinds of people that we need in the Robot Wars. You know,
It was
we've
great.
never met Kara before, but we've built this friendship with her now because she is a legitimate robot warrior. Shout out to you, Kara, for fighting the robots. We love you.
10 out of 10. All right. Next question. So you guys describe yourself as like Gonzo Beach Rock. What is that kind of energy?
Get the
What-
book! Just kidding.
Like, all right, let's go.
We've definitely gone through a couple different phases of how to explain
Yeah.
what we are as far as a musical group. You know, we definitely started calling ourselves reggae when we started off, but it's like, to me personally, at least, I'm gonna speak my own truth. Reggae to me is like rub-a-dub, you know, like a group like Aqua Cherry totally defines a group that's reggae, you know, and we can roll with a group like them. We can roll with, you know, groups like that. We played with Junior Marvin. We played with, you know, real dub reggae groups. But at the same time, like, I don't think that in any way we're actually pure reggae. I think we have so many different influences from different places, different ways we grew up, different music we were taught, learning, and listening to. But I think the one commonality, and again, I'm just speaking from my own perspective, I think the one commonality is that we've all kind of had this like commonality of being these beach rats. You know, we all grew up on the South Shore. Summertime, all of a sudden we're out of our cocoons. You know, we're grabbing the surfboards, we're grabbing the skateboards. You know, we're starting bonfires, we're camping out in the woods, we're grabbing our guitars, and we're playing some music. You know, straight out Montauk. That was one of the few songs I wrote lyrically, is almost word for word description of what we do in the summer.
Yeah.
You know,
And to that, I'll add, and I know this comes big from Santo's side of things, and he'd probably have a lot to say if he were able to make it tonight. But obviously, Tortuga training comes first.
primo.
But you know, Gonzo is that like first person, larger than life storytelling
Made
style,
famous by Hunter Thompson.
and we like to really think that that's really what our songs are. Where we're telling you about things that happen to us, and like as ridiculous as they sound, they're usually true, and they're usually kind of like larger than life and ridiculous. You know, like I don't know how we get in the situations we do, but as long as we keep getting into them, we'll still be able to make ridiculous music for you people.
Which is why we're out here camping in the back of Boomtown's Jeep for 4 days, basically being vagabonds and getting, you know, sunburned, salted out.
I showered in the ocean this morning.
I slept
yeah.
in a hammock last night.
I
Got
don't really remember where I
destroyed
slept
by
last night, to be
mosquitoes. I am
honest.
crushed. They fucked me up bad last
Speaking
night.
of mosquitoes, you want to take this thing on the road, boys?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, we
walk.
want to take you guys on a walk. We're
Say
gonna
hi to
do
Bart,
our
too.
first segment
Oh my
here. We're
God.
gonna
Yeah.
take you guys on a walk.
This
Feel
is
free
like
to interview
I want
us.
to know a little bit about what Montauk is, Bunktown and Montauk is like.
Feel free to interview us while we
wow.
walk.
This is the most like most like excitable and most like
Yeah,
like
this is-
Welcome to
Bunktown,
Bunktown, fucker.
Let's go. This is amazing.
All right, so
Wait, can you guys
Yeah.
answer questions while you're talking, or is this like, or are you just gonna be here
no,
like?
you can totally ask us anything.
I'm gonna pop open my iPad.
So we're at a secret spot. We're not going to tell you what it's called. Suffice
Recognize it, you're right.
suffice to say that this is a very spiritual spot for the natives of this island and basically like this region of the country. And this rock is very important. And we're not really going to say anything more than that. I don't think
that's where you're leaving.
we're at liberty to
You're
tell you
giving away
anything.
too much at this
Mhm.
point. Yeah.
But we're going to take you on a walk to see some beautiful shit.
Cool.
But
All right, so I got a question for you guys, and I'm going to ask you pretty much right away because I'm wondering. You guys are big with your Snapchat, your Instagram stories, and I noticed another Long Island artist, Kenny Troon, in one of your stories recently. Can you dive a little
Yeah, very low key. Just very like he's just in the back, like like, hey, what's up? I'm like, excuse me, like.
All right, so Kenny's a good friend of ours. Obviously, I've known Kenny since I was like a freshman in high school or something, and he's always just been an insane talent. He's always been someone that like I've been a fan of, looked up to the work that he's done, and we crossed paths in the right way where we had a song that we needed a guest singer on, and Kenny happened to be the guy for the job. So we're currently recording some new music. Obviously, we're about to start the tracking process. We're towards the end of the writing process, and Kenny came along, and that's gonna be a hell of a track. See, we know people everywhere, man.
If you're ever out in Montauk, come find Bart at whatever bar he's working at this year. Tip the guy good. He's a great guy. Good people.
If you're ever out here, go to that bar that's someplace in yeah.
But
I
yeah,
come out here every year and I just go, where is he? I find him and we go. He's right.
so Kenny's just an amazing talent. He's one of the most talented people I know. So to have him on a track is just an honor that we're really excited about.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited, especially with all of his. Like I've never seen anyone like work as hard as Kenny Troon. Like I think he releases a song every day, like quite literally every day. So and like he's
They're
like
all
he's really
good,
like
too. It's not
he's
like
like yeah he's really smart with his lyrics and he's very like he has a really good rhythm to it. So like when I saw him in your stories, I was like, oh shit, I'm so excited. So.
Yeah, I mean if that's what you love about him, just wait until you hear what we're doing with him, because I mean that basically sums it up completely.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is so cool.
I'm very excited for this.
they're all good.
So what is your, now with everybody starting to be able to go back outside and the world maybe finally opening up again, what's your hope for when you're going to start giving us some snippets of all this new content you have?
When it hits.
Oh, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit hard too. No snippets to anyone this time.
Yeah, you're not even gonna hear these songs live.
You're not gonna know the names. You're not gonna know anything.
You've maybe heard one of them. Actually,
No, one has definitely been played.
one's been played. One's been played
Veronika.
incomplete, and the rest of them are totally locked down until you guys hear them for real.
Yeah.
Wow, we really just lost our privilege for early access to Bunktown.
Yeah, real disappointing.
God damn.
No. You still get it before everybody else. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
No,
After
we're
Hours
not.
always gets it first.
Yeah.
You're right.
So remember, guys, be sure to subscribe to their OnlyFans. That's the only way you're going to be able to get the tracks.
I will take my shirt off now
Patreon
for like
coming
$10.
Seriously, we can put up a Venmo code and like
We're in
we'll just start
Montauk.
stripping
We have
out
one
here.
bottle of tequila. Nothing after that.
Don't tempt me. I might just put like we don't have an after hours Venmo.
You might. You should.
Someone in here is just like bing, 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 bing. Like in Sonic.
I can hear
put
stuff.
my shoe on my head? What?
Yo, we're giving you guys like the East End sunset right now.
Ooh.
Seriously, people drive a long way and pay a lot of money for the hotels to see what we're looking at right now.
We just
Yo,
sleep on the beach.
See, if only Sansa was there, because that could be like the album cover right there. That's like a dope ass shot you guys have.
Actually, we already have the cover, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
fucking sweet.
I legitimately almost cried after Carrie sent us the artwork for this thing.
It is the coolest piece of Bunktown art that's ever existed.
By the way, big shout out Carrie Campbell. Check her out online, Carrie Campbell Art. She's on Instagram. She does all the work that she did the beautiful work for High Quality. She did everything for Officer.
She's
She
done
did
everything
for
you've ever seen.
everything
All the
Bunktown.
art. All
Check
the
her out,
album art.
tag her, like her. She's the fucking best.
Actually, you can see our album art on Mundo's
Yes, you can.
off-camera thing.
Oh,
Yeah, she made that.
That's all her.
We can't.
She is the genius behind these koalas that have been coming
You know
out.
what it is? Don't worry. It's cool. It's like pink. I love like the grading and everything. It's all like super retro and like 90s. I love it. It's awesome.
Shout out to Megan too, Megan Leonard for housing my boys
Yeah.
in her basement. She's an artist too. She plays music down in Texas.
Oh yeah, she was in Montauk last year. Oh, she was so
Yeah,
sweet.
you guys saw her at the music
She says
fest.
hi, Veronica. She specifically told us to tell you hi.
Oh my God. Wait, can I? Oh wait, you guys are gonna be there.
If she was
tomorrow.
here, we'd put her on.
Oh,
Nope,
true.
She's
Yeah.
not.
We're gonna be partying all together later, though. I'll make sure I whatever
Bonfire.
message pass it on. We got
It's gonna be
Okay.
great.
Yeah, tell her I said hi because she's great and I love her and she's awesome.
Veronika, you want
Spencer jumped off camera for that, but I put him right back on.
Yeah.
Here, you hold this. I'll hold this.
Yeah, I heard you, Dan. I'll ask a question from the fans. 1 second. Yeah. So
From the fans.
From the fans. So
Although
this
the
was a long
fan
one.
got called into work, so this fan's not watching right now, but we can
Yeah,
tell him.
it's okay. We'll send it to him personally. So, on our Instagram, we had someone comment that someone is Driftwood Riverstone. I don't know if that's his
Love
actual name.
Driftwood.
I'm just gonna call him that. But
We love him.
all right.
He's the best.
All right. So he had a question for each. He had a question for each of you, but I'm gonna skip Santa's
No,
one.
don't skip it. We're gonna try to answer it for him, but we're only allowed to say one word each, and the next person has to take over.
Cool. All about
Okay,
that.
that works.
That's a great
That
idea,
might be the
Spencer.
fairest
Holy
way.
shit.
Because none of us
This
want to
is
put
not
our
discussed
words
ahead
in
of
his mouth, so we're going to put all of our words in his mouth.
All right, great, awesome. His is the last one, so that works out. Okay, so his message is, "Hi, yes, long-time listener, first time caller. I have a question for Carl. Carl, between the nature of Bunktown Falls lyrics and daytime profession, I wonder if you were met with opposition by either parents or colleagues, and how you managed to deal with such assholes."
Wow, what a
Damn.
fiery question. Oh my
What
god.
the fuck, Dave? I thought this was going to be a softball piece.
This is why I didn't want to tell you
so-
guys before, so you can be like,
Yeah. No, my daytime profession is a teacher, so I'm an elementary school teacher. So, a lot of the things you see I do in my personal life are things that most adults do. And when I'm not a teacher, I'm not a teacher. I've come to terms with not hiding who I am. I don't tell my kids my band name. I think that's just unprofessional to use that as promotion. It's like cheating, kind of. So they don't know that. They know I'm in a band. They don't know the name of the band. I keep it private. I don't post. I'll post incriminating things all over my Facebook and Instagram, but like I don't let anyone see it besides my friends, and I don't accept any friend requests if kids ever find me. So
"That's smart."
it's honestly pretty easy. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Don't be
Alright.
afraid to be who you are, people.
Exactly. All right, so the next one is for Spencer.
Spencer,
Here he is.
All right. He says, "I would like to know the story behind your alias Boomtown." And then there's a follow-up question, but I'll let you answer that.
All right. First of all, I don't know if I can divulge this whole story, but once upon a time,
That's it. That's the
I
stream.
was caught in the vacuum of space, as you do sometimes, and all I had was me, my goddamn bass guitar. I started playing, and some universe shit got created, and I'm pretty sure that was called the Big Boomtown or something, and that's me, baby.
Scientists argue that it might have made the dinosaurs extinct. They're not sure.
scientists also argue that he was really drunk when he made that up.
And I
Which is right now.
and I basically will just say I didn't make dinosaurs extinct. I just made them sick.
All right, and the follow-up question is, why is it not Boomtown Rises?
I mean,
Literally, it's a waterfall.
yeah, I think like, yeah.
It's a waterfall.
It's a waterfall. It's named after a waterfall.
So yeah, like water can flow or water can crash. I don't think it rises other than like vapor form. Like, I'm more of a smoke than a vapor guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless you're Poseidon, that's not really possible. But, yeah.
Right.
Which we are.
I'm calling my peak. I'm not sure.
Great. All right, so the next one is for Alex. So,
Hey.
boxer or briefs, and how many are Star Wars themed? Parentheses.
Neither and all of them.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's got a rebel tattoo on his gown.
No, honestly, that's not even a joke. I'm in board shorts 99% of the season, winter, summer. I'm not wearing boxers or briefs right now. I'm just wearing a pair of boardies that I went surfing in today, and I'm probably going to be wearing them for like the next 2 days. I'm in Montauk. So it's just going to be real.
Whenever we get like boxers for Christmas, we all pull them together and return them at the same time when we run out of beer money.
Yeah, true.
A lot of
That's
them
all
turn
like
out to be
quote.
Star
I love
Wars.
it. Great.
Everything Star Wars themed. If and whenever possible, everything Star Wars themed.
I have a pair with Luke Skywalker holding his lightsaber, like right next to the flap that you could pee out of. So that's exciting.
The flap you pee.
Yeah. So imagine like Luke Skywalker turns his lightsaber on, like but it's not a lightsaber.
I see your Schwartz is big.
So are you implying that like there is green?
I'll show you later. I'll show you later. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, great.
On the OnlyFans. On the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
We'll see if you pay for it.
It's $10.
Hit our Venmo for a private session.
Always.
All right, so the last one is for Santo. It's a little bit of a long one, but it's fun.
All right, here we go, boys.
Okay.
Team effort.
So
We're gonna do our best.
there's a little bit of an intro, but so we'll go. So Santo, congratulations to you and Rachel on the newest addition to your family and Bunktown crew. The second I complete your question, I'm going to burn one in honor of your parenthood. Santo, everyone knows the drummer drives the band. My question is, how does it feel to be at the helm of Long Island's best gonzo beach rock band?
Oof. Honestly, wait.
That's
I
why
don't
we were
think
like,
I
oh, we
can
can answer
answer
them.
I don't
Well, you
think I
said
can
one
answer
word.
that. Wow.
Yeah, he got a good one. Let's
First of all, he would say thank you.
Yes.
Because he's a very grateful father.
then he'd probably flip a bottle in Driftwood's face and tell me he had to marry his mother-in-law because he flipped.
You know, I'm gonna speak as a player in the band, the guy who's been playing with him the longest. He does drive a lot in this band. Seriously, you know, he and I have been the two from the the start on this one, and we lived together for fucking years and years and years, to the point where we probably wanted to rip each other's eyeballs out more times than we can count. But the truth of the matter is, the guy is my brother, and whenever I hit a writing block, whenever I like get to a point where like something's just okay, I swear to God, he flips the switch and it gets better. It becomes amazing. We're working on music right now. We were in the studio about 2 days ago. We cut a bunch of scratches so we could start referencing them and working on it. And I just remember there's one part where he's like, Mondo, keep playing that, play that, and then like kind of guides the rest of the band, like, you cut out, and you just play the riff. And it's like hard into the recording, so it cracks me up every time, because it's like he was 100% fucking right. It sounded amazing at the end of it. So, God bless, man. He's a huge driving force of this band. We would be nowhere as far as we are without him.
And I'll say this. I mean, you talk about like being the drummer and being the driving force. The dude's a lot more than the drummer for this band. He writes our lyrics, a lot of our melodies, if not all of our melodies. He does tells me what to play sometimes. This guy's just involved in every part of our writing process from top to bottom. It's a lot more than being a drummer. He's a lead singer for the band along with Carl. Like there's a lot more than playing drums that he does for us. So
you got to see his thinking face, like when Mudo was telling his story before, when he's telling Spencer to play something, like the way he thinks and then like snaps back into it, and then all of a sudden just like comes up with these words and melodies while he's drumming too. It's incredible.
That always baffles me.
Do you have a good impersonation of it?
Question and said he's sitting at the helm is spot on.
Yeah,
he's steering the boat.
Drift nailed it.
Do you have a good impersonation of his thinking face, or no?
that's pretty close.
He's got the best one because he was with them the longest, probably.
Oh my God. I love how you didn't even think. You were like, I got this, boys.
I knew it. I knew exactly where we're going with this.
Oh my God. Amazing. Right.
So, keeping going on.
Give that baby some love for us.
Yeah.
By the way, El Tortuga is the beautiful, beautiful nickname to his beautiful, beautiful baby girl.
Adeline Lee Pulio, in case we haven't said it. We have only called her Tortuga since like the second day she was born.
I love the name. I love that nickname.
You don't just get the name Tortuga without earning it.
But everyone in Bunktown has a nickname, so she was bound to get one.
Of course.
We didn't know it was going to be the second day she was born.
Sometimes these things just happen.
Yeah. Speaking of, Rachel Katz
Just going to say that.
Yeah, she's joined in. She says,
Rachel!
So we love
I think
We
this
love you.
is a response to your face. She goes, LOL, that was perfect. I'm like, she knows. She's like, I literally have a child with this man, and that was accurate.
What happens, you live with someone for that long, all of a sudden you just know it.
That's true.
I have a question for you guys.
Tuga!
Sorry to keep cutting you off.
That's okay. I'm okay with it.
Few more weeks, Tuga.
3 more weeks?
Yeah, about 3 more.
Yeah, about 3 more weeks and
Yeah.
it's time for surf lessons.
We'll be in about August
Oh.
around then. August is a good season out here, you know.
Six
Tom,
weeks old,
yeah.
it's time for water.
Yeah. All I heard was 3 more weeks. I'm like, until what?
Until baby Tuga starts surfing.
Until Tuga, I mean, have you ever seen how quickly a turtle breaks out of its shell and then just goes into the ocean?
Turtles break out of their shells.
They're eggshells.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not their actual like,
Just
skeleton.
like boom, and then crush out of their shell and like run to the ocean.
That's how Godzilla was
Like,
was
yeah,
born.
okay, turtle.
Like, believe me, I wish
Do that?
Squirtle was real too. You could just.
What do you mean he's not real?
Someone cut the stream.
Veronica.
I need to leave. My visa expired.
Tension cutters.
Is it annoying?
All right, Dan,
Sun's
you
always
can ask
down.
your question after so much. Like, oh, nice sunset. Woo.
That looks real.
Yeah, it's a beaut.
Cool.
All right, so question: your favorite, most significant, however you'd like to word that, memory from playing on Long Island and playing outside the island.
Here.
I know you're in here.
Okay. We'll decide if we're going to tell that story.
I don't remember that one, so it can't count as our favorite memory.
Favorite here, I mean, has to be just annually Montauk Music Festival.
Oh, shit.
That's our hometown festival. You know, I mean, it was kind of the first thing we all did together as a group, and we'll be back every year as long as we're able. So we're here paying tribute because it didn't happen this year, but as Veronica knows, she was here with us last time. It's just the best time, and it's the most Bunktown thing you can do is be in Montauk and be playing music all weekend. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a great like summer too. Like I remember because we were at Real Big Fish, and Carl comes up to me and he goes, "Are you taking photos for Montauk? Are you taking photos for Great South Bay?" That was my light. Great South Bay Music Festival. Are you taking photos for this? I'm like, yeah, don't worry. And he's like, oh my god, I'm so excited.
we were really excited, and we're equally bummed until we really I mean, we had a lot of time on our hands during quarantine, and we had songs to finish, and we went and finished them. So we're just as excited about this new piece we're putting together. I mean, there's going to be so much to it if we can do it the way we want. There's going to be visual aspects. There's going to be obviously music and a CD.
We're in the works with Rockstar on making a video game adaptation.
I wish, but seriously,
Well,
we're gonna
some of the
fire
coolest
all
pictures ever.
cylinders.
Right? That was sick, Mundo. Good job. The video game.
Oh yeah,
Did you say that was, seriously, Veronica took the photos for that.
yeah, you took every one of those photos.
And then,
That makes me laugh, like, because I know you guys mentioned it when we were talking. You mentioned like the GTA stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I didn't think of like making it, and then I saw it and I like died. It was amazing.
Wait until you see the route we're going with this new stuff too.
Oh my god.
yeah,
We've got huge plans.
there's a lot of like sentiment in the hilariousness of what we got set up right now.
Yo, check out the dichotomy between the moon and the sun right now on like polar opposites of the sky.
Hey, Carl's got a point. There's the moon. I don't know if you can see the moon. Can you see the moon?
I can see the
Yep,
moon.
you can see it.
You
they
can see the
got it.
moon
Literally 180 degrees.
and the sun,
Oh shit.
all from this location. That's why this is such a beautiful place. You can also see the north, like the North Shore. So we're looking at that's basically right about Connecticut in that direction.
Yeah, that's Navy.
And that's the ocean. That's where I had my worst moment in Montauk. But
Love it. That's cool.
yeah,
All right, so you gave me the first answer. You gave me your best memory of Long Island. What about outside Long Island?
I know you're in.
You keep pushing off the story, and I must know.
I'm not embarrassed about it. You guys can tell it.
let's start out by shouting out the homies who got us up to Boston for 420 2 years ago. Carl's very first show as frontman in the band, singing for us over the bridge.
I'm so excited.
Those guys, if you haven't checked them out, they're fucking amazing. Gloucester, Massachusetts reggae. Those guys are fucking awesome. They invited us up for a 420 show, which, if everybody knows, Massachusetts is legal. So, of course, we're going to go. We're in. We headed up to the hotel. That show itself was wonderful. The bar was great. They had this thing called the Dabulance, where you got to go out into a fucking ambulance and smoke dabs all night long. It was out of this world. And Carl
Yeah. So
got tuned up.
yeah. So when we first got to the hotel that day, me and Carl, I guess, had been like either trailing ahead or behind, but me and Carl were separated from the rest of the guys. And we walk and we realize there's like these pretty cute girls that are like a couple of doors down from us. So we start talking to them. We invite them to the show, which they can't make it to because they have like family obligations. Like they're in on town on like some sort of vacation. They got to see the people they were supposed to see.
Wedding.
Right, it was a wedding.
It was a wedding.
So we're like, after your wedding, after our show, like let's hang out. And you know, they're like, yeah, just come knock if we're here. We'll let you know. And we had quite a wild night. Took a couple of drives in the ambulance. Had a bit too much to drink. And Carl gets off the elevator first and beelines to their door and starts just slamming on the door with both fists. Come party with us. We know you're in there. And I quickly dragged him back to the room where he didn't get arrested. And then he tried to sumo wrestle Santo, which was,
He wasn't having it.
yeah, it wasn't gonna happen.
No, stop it.
So Carl in this
Brucey might have that on video.
Brucey might have.
Brucey was
Yeah.
up there with us that
that
weekend.
might, yeah, some of this might be on video. So later that night, we're all rolling up personals. You know, we're in a legal state. We're just smoking all the weed we possibly can.
Oh, God.
We smoked thousands of dollars worth of weed in that night easily. And
We got paid in weed that.
yeah,
We did.
yeah, all of our payments, everything, like we just smoked. So like, we're all rolling up joints. Me and Santo are usually the resident joint rollers. Mundo can navigate his way around a joint.
Okay.
Like a ship or like a car or like how do you know?
Carl rolls what we call Grinch fingers. They're kind of shaped like this.
I don't really roll that many joints. I prefer glass.
So so we're outside smoking, and a homeless guy walks up to us with some pretty gnarly sores around his mouth, and he starts
One word for it.
yeah, he starts talking to us, and obviously like we're cool to him, whatever. But
Not inhuman.
yeah, but Carl
I was really cool to him.
Carl in his drunken state passes the joint to him, which I'm okay with. You know, give the guy a joint. He could probably use a good smoke. Obviously, we didn't really want it back because of the mouth sores and such. So Carl stands there maybe 3 or 4 in the morning in the middle of Boston, convincing this guy, you can smoke that now, or you can trade it for something better.
I hope you trade it for a house or something. Like, you know how people like trade a paperclip for like a
I
car?
think maybe he could.
Right. Carl thought he was like starting that thing where the guy traded the paperclip up and up to the house. So he's like, I'll give you this joint, but like you could smoke it, but you should trade it for something better.
I was trying to help him.
So that's my favorite
Can't
story.
afford one joint at a time.
And I'll remind you, this was his first night as like the lead singer for the band performing, like his first like real night that we ever had to do anything. And this is how he shows up. So we knew he was
First day on the job.
he was a good fit.
It's like that episode in The Office where they have like the garage sale or something, or they're trying to like raise money, and then what's his name? Dwight is like trading stuff in, and he ends up getting like a telescope or something.
He ends up getting the
He's like,
magic.
I got it, big boys.
He gets the magic beans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no, the magic lagoons.
The cubes. These are peanuts.
I have another favorite like Carl being drunk story that I wasn't involved in. I just saw the Insta stories for it. I saw the Insta stories for it. I think you guys were in Maryland, and like I don't really know the context. Maybe you guys can put more in, but I just remember it was like morning. I think it was like 8 in the morning or 12 at noon. Spencer's in his car. And he's like, we lost Carl. We don't know where he is. Carl doesn't know where he is. We need to find Carl.
Where was I? Is it Maryland or Jersey?
I don't remember
It was Maryland.
any
Yeah.
of this.
It might have been Jersey.
Where did we lose you?
I did have to buy sneakers and got lost for a second when you guys were getting lunch. But
I mean,
He was
nothing
lost
about
He
this.
was lost
surprises
for
me,
like a
we
good
were-
he was lost for like a good 12 hours, to the point where Spencer was like, we can't find Carl. Carl can't find
Oh,
Carl.
so it's
And it was
Jersey.
like,
Yeah, we played
Yeah.
a show in Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was that the basement show? we did?
Shout out to our boys in Green Knuckle Material. We played a show with them, and Carl got friendly with the local townsfolk.
I spent the night. I didn't tell anybody. They found me the next day. I had to charge my phone. It was okay.
He's a big boy. He
I
can
remember.
handle himself. Yeah, he's an adult.
We were never particularly worried. We were just taking advantage of the situation because it was funny, most likely.
No, it was just funny because it's like you just seem like really. You're just like, we can't, like, we lost your singer. I don't know. I just remember.
Yeah, we did lose him in New Jersey.
So Melissa just commented that she has the best Carl being drunk story. Her and Dan have the best Carl being drunk story.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know it.
too.
I know exactly where to go with this one.
Oh my
They
god.
got a little snuggly.
All right, she
Yeah,
might need to
like,
she
super
might need to
so
type it up
voice-
if she's so inclined. Oh, you
Is she
guys-
typing it or
If she types it, she can. Oh, you want to tell it?
I don't care. Let's let her type it.
yeah.
Let's hear it from her words.
All right, Melissa, if you can hear us, blink twice and also write the story down. Oh, she wants you to tell it.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
she
wants
wants you
to
to talk, Carl.
All right. So the boys used to have a house down in Atlantic Beach that we always used to party in. They lived down there for a few years, something like that. I don't know, but we used to go there and play like full contact beer ball, where like you just tackle each other when they were trying to bring the ball back to the table, or like full contact beer pong. I know it makes no sense, but we did it.
It makes sense after a few beers.
Everything
That's-
makes sense
that's-
after a few beers.
So just
Bunktown
setting the
Rule
scene, like
176.
I thought that was if you can't pay for it, it means to go fuck yourself. That's what the piece of shit.
That's 177.
Okay.
we're getting our rules crisscrossed here. Just to set the scene, the place was wild. Like, we threw down at that house. So it was one of our wild nights, like one of our really wild nights, and Dan and Melissa were there partying with us.
Yeah, get that Mortal Kombat sign in there too.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna do
You
one
got
of
it?
these. Someone's like, how to turn this camera around. Oh, that's sick.
You ever see like people figure out Zoom for like the first time?
That's what it's like. Yep.
Can we see it?
I don't think the camera can even pick it up. Let me see this.
Yeah, there's like
Sorry to
outside.
interrupt your story,
We're
guys.
getting
But
back to
this
the
is,
story. But like the Mortal Kombat sun is like breaking right now over.
yeah, it's so small on this. It's like
perfectly red.
it's so much bigger in person.
I don't know if that's a sign.
It's a blood moon.
That's a blood sun. That is the reddest sun I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, blood sun.
Yeah, sorry. We just wanted to share that with you guys.
It means Bunktown spilling blood tomorrow, boys.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right.
Back where you left
Yeah,
off.
so
Party at the
Wild
house.
parties.
there's a really cool sun over there, and Dan and Melissa were at the house, and they were just getting ready to go to sleep or whatever, and crashed, and we kept drinking until I don't remember. And from my end of the story, I just woke up like snuggling like right next to them. Like it was just a couch, like meant for like maybe one person to lay on, really meant to be sat on. It's a couch. But Dan and Melissa were snuggling on it, and I got in there with them, and they let me sleep there all night. Shout out to Dan and Melissa for being so welcoming. There was a whole nother side of the couch I could have slept on too, and like a few beds I could have used, but I chose to get up right in there.
Safety tips if you're ever hanging out with Bunktown. Doesn't matter how many extra beds there are, Carl's gonna hop in with you.
All right. Sounds fair.
Okay, that's
Now you know
kinda
for next
scary.
time, Dan, for next year in Montauk.
I'm ready.
I gave up my bed last year in Montauk.
You're a gentleman. All right. So then
Slept on the
we'll
floor.
Big man.
We're all down to snuggle. We'll always snuggle with you.
Dan, I will snuggle with you like right now if you want.
Yeah, can you do your video jump where you just
Just gonna like rub, like my face on your face a little bit, maybe.
love it.
No.
No, that's for us.
No.
He came in drunk, took my blanket, squeezed up, smushed his face into mine, and Dan snuggled in between us and just passed out on top while we were dead asleep.
Yeah.
The whole pack.
I was super comfortable. I hope you guys were too.
Love it. Alright, Dan, do you have any questions, or do you want me to do the out of context Instagram whatever thing?
No, let's do. Well, I'm actually curious of this. So I asked this in Nonstop to Cairo last week. I'm curious of you guys too.
What's up, boys?
The first show that each of you have ever attended. The first concert you ever went to. Or maybe I should word it as, what was the first show that made you realize, like, this is what I want to do?
All right, I would rather answer that question, but I don't want to say what my first concert was.
You can say Shakira.
Right?
It's
Did
fine.
Crash tell us Backstreet Boys last week?
I know. My first thing was in Montauk. These guys used to let me come on stage and sing some songs with them all the time, and like.
There is what concert you went to that like
or the
made
one
you
that
want to play music.
Yeah, but it wasn't my concert. I wasn't in the band.
Gotcha.
I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna say it anyway. And I got to sing, and I met a really cute girl that I dated all summer. After that, after singing, she like came up to me and loved me. So that was my favorite Bunktown show, and that got me wanting to be a front man.
Got a girlfriend at a Bunktown show.
Yeah.
Everybody gets girlfriends at
4390116. When you're down with Bunktown, you get funky trash chicks.
Hey, we're not supposed to be performing live.
That one's for free.
All right.
Or you can subscribe to our OnlyFans.
That's why that one was for free. You know, for me, I'm gonna put it like this. I think realistically, when I got the Blink-182 live album when I was like 12 years old, the Mark Tom and Travis show, I remember listening to the opening track on Dumpweed and hearing that like quick little like fast guitar part. And I was like, wow, that sounds so cool. And I was really into Blink-182 at the time. You know, I was 12. You know, it was starting to like resonate with me. And the next day, I went to my dad. I was like, hey, teach me how to do this thing. He plays guitar. So I was like, teach me how to do this thing. And that was the beginning of it for me. At that point on, I just stand in front of a mirror until I found other people who were able to do it with me and do it in front of a stage and got the ball rolling.
Cool. I like that. I think that's a fun first show. Having Blink as an inspiration. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strange one. A lot of people are like, oh, it was Hendrix, it was Clapton. Like, that was later for me. You know, like, I mean, Clapton, my dad turned me onto that stuff early, but like, you know, I got into those heavy hitter guitar players like in high school, like later in high school too. I was into punk rock, you know, power chords, 3/4 chord progressions, and like, you know, big No Effects guy when I was growing up. That whole scene of shit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blink-182. It's funny to admit, Tom DeLonge, probably one of the most unimpressive guitarists of all time, but amazing frontman, made me want to play.
Hell yeah.
So I don't even. What happened? All right, cool. I don't even know what happened. Yeah, no, I really don't. Yeah, okay. I was at so many shows. I feel like when I was young, I could name like a couple that like really stood out to me that made me like want to be on stage as much as I do. Probably Roger Waters playing the Dark Side of the Moon was a really cool like big event. I always like, you know, a lot of production. Obviously, like we can't afford to do crazy productions like that, so like it's crazy to see stuff like that. Tool's always been a big thing for me, and watching them play. And then there's so many bands that kept me going through the years. You know, like seeing Lamb of God in their prime, and seeing Dillinger Escape Plan like 17 times or something stupid like that. You know, just those guys have so much energy, and I think that's probably my inspiration in playing is just watching all these guys take it to the next level in one way or the other. And there's been so many of them, it's hard to just narrow down one.
Cool stuff. That's awesome. You guys have all like different, what's it called? Different like inspirations too, which is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
Everything. Then there's Carl, who's like the super fan. He's like, my favorite show was Bunktown, and now I'm playing with them. So,
Yay!
all right.
I've been playing my music my whole life, though. I've always like sang with my dad and stuff. I've told you guys that in another interview. So I always knew I liked singing, but I don't know. These guys wrapped me up in their warm embrace and took me in, just like I wrapped up Dan and Melissa.
Way to bring it full circle. I like it.
Beautiful segues.
True artist.
So, Veronika has a game for you guys, but you said you had questions. Did you really have questions before we go to the game?
Yes. Can we take a shot of tequila first?
You think we'll
Or
ever
we're going to have to walk back to the car for that. So we
while
can start the
take a shot
game.
of tequila. Can we make it a tequila drinking game?
Sure.
How? What
No
are the
idea,
rules?
but sure.
Well, you know what?
So what
Bunktown rule number 1 is there are no rules. Bunktown rule number 2 is if there are any rules, we disregard them anyway.
So you have to tell us.
Veronika, they want
we'll play your game after hours review.
It's not really a game. What did you say? They want to do a shot at the
They
pool?
want to make this into a drinking
Questionnaire.
game. So if you can explain the rules to them, maybe we can turn
It's
it into
not really like. All right. Okay. So I stalked everyone's Instagrams and Facebooks and everything, and I have a couple of like out of context photos. Some of them have captions. So you can,
That was college. It was a different time. I wasn't really thinking. I wasn't in my best state of
yeah,
mind.
and if you don't want to answer it, you can drink.
Ooh.
No, everything's on the table.
All right.
Bunktown hides nothing.
Which is great because yours is the first picture that I'm gonna be like.
Oh, shit.
Nail him good. Get him good, Veronica.
Get the fuck, man.
It's like, great. All right, I'm gonna be sharing the screen, Dan. So.
Oh, Dave.
All right, so I'm gonna share it. So for the people that are watching, I'm gonna share
All right.
this screen.
So this
so
is
you
the first
can
one.
see. For anyone that's the picture they can see.
Oh yeah, I know that one very well. All right, so what's the rule? What am I supposed to do about this now?
Just like give some context to the folks at home because I have no idea what I'm looking at right now.
Okay. Well, it is obviously a picture of me.
Artist's rendition.
It was drawn by. I could actually throw this right out. I remember exactly who did this for me. I used to play in a cover group with a friend of mine, Rob Romeo. If you guys have ever seen the Twisted Circus all over Facebook.
Oh.
Romeo and I go way back to like, high school, middle school. We did like a, kind of like New Orleans themed bar gig thing that we used to do. And we would just get toasted, basically we were mostly paid in food and drink. And that was one day I was cleaning out my studio when I took this photo. I was cleaning out my studio, found, old notebooks from back in the day of our old band called Von Yap. And I found this picture that he said he was drawing a rendition of me. And I forgot what we called it, like Kermit the Stoned or some shit like that. But yeah, that's Rob Romeo's rendition of me in my earlier 20s.
Cool.
Right. Good to know. Good to know. All right. I don't know who the next one is, but I'm going to the next one. Okay.
Yeah, it worked out perfect.
Hey, it's me again.
That was it. Well, it's got like everyone. I think this is. I don't remember what this is from. This is from a couple years ago. You can tell.
This was Montauk Fest a few years back. Actually, I'm glad you pulled this one up because we're hanging out with pretty much, a good maybe like 50% of the people that are in there because that was a huge crowd of people. But we're crashing at one of those guys' houses. I believe Chris is somewhere in that picture. Canop, we were just hanging out with him a few minutes ago out here in Montauk. That's our Montauk family,
Oh.
That was actually when Carl was still out of the band too.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring this up. I'm like, so who's this guy?
Yeah, that was pre that. Yeah. But yeah, that's the family. That's what we do this shit for. That's exactly when you say Bunktown. That's the picture I want people to put in their heads. Is that?
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
So since you guys want to make it a drinking game, I say that I'm just going to be the master of it, and you guys should just take a shot.
He's got a point. Carl's already ahead of you. So I'm gonna take a shot because I think how about we do a shot for whoever's picture it is. So I owe too.
Oh, I don't know if I made this fair because I think it's like, well, we'll see. Okay.
It's like I'm getting Mundo fucked.
I gotta drive away from this interview.
That's true.
Yeah. Dan messaged me, so he was like, so what game do we have played? It was like, to get Mundo fucked up.
Yeah, street.
All right, so here's the next. Oh my god.
Seriously?
I'm so sorry.
It's me, but it's from the Bunktown thing.
I'm so
You'll have to explain that one and take the shot for that, Mundo.
I'm so sorry. Well, it's on the Bunktown Falls page, so technically all three of you have to take a shot.
True.
Feature our bassist at AMH with, I believe, we were playing with Intona that night.
Mundo, I think you like covered the mic or something. I can't really hear you.
Veronica.
Oh, what?
Did I lose you there?
Yeah,
I didn't take it,
your
no.
mic, so we can't hear you.
Am I losing people? Come back out of the car. Hello?
Oh, his mic is like out. What happened?
Well, if you talk very loud, we can hear you.
I don't hear you guys anymore.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The one time we post about Daddario and then all of their stuff is just like
Right?
Carl Nicky is entered
Check.
the meeting room.
Oh, there we go. I think we're back.
Yeah, you're back.
It's gonna be a lot better.
Oh, we're gonna get
All right. I think I heard what you said, Mundo. No, I did not take this picture. My pictures are not that good. I know.
No,
I know. This is the first time that I met you guys.
That was actually, I think, Matt from Washed Up Media was doing that. But I believe Dino Skate Park actually was on the
This is
bill
this is the first show that I met you guys.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah. Us and Tona, Dino Skate Park.
And Personal Blonde. There, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I was really fishing for a Diodario sponsorship because strings fucking are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, I'm gonna go take a big swig of vodka and tequila. So please, for the love of God, take a picture of one of them.
We're losing him.
No, we're not losing. I can still hear you guys.
Okay, she's just clicking around.
Yeah. God. All right. This is also okay. This is an old one, but also Santo's not here. So Santo, if you're watching, take a shot of Coke, like Coca-Cola, if you can.
Good explanation. Good
Whoa,
explanation.
Veronika.
You should just look really above board.
That was it.
Oh, this is when you guys were busking down the boardwalk.
Yeah, this is May 20th.
Oh God! All right, so I have to talk about this one too.
Mundo will take a shot for this
I'm
one.
sorry.
No, you guys are taking a shot because at this point, like, we're.
I just took a shot.
This is actually a great story, which is why I have to kind of interject. One of my favorite
So
stories
sorry.
about when me and Santo. No, it's fuck it. I love talking. Me and Santo, when we were living in Long Beach, bored out of our skulls one day, just looking for some kind of creation. And you know what? This is the point what I was trying to make before. And I hit a block. Santo's like, let's go do something. He's like, do you want to go busk on the boardwalk until they kick us off? I said, fuck it, let's go. So we grabbed a guitar. He grabbed his kick, snare, and hat, and we went to the boardwalk, and we just started playing. We got our friend Scott to shoot a video and record what we were doing. And we got a great turnout. People were dancing, this. And then a cop comes up to us. He's like, hey, guys, like, I'm going to be honest. I'm really digging it, but, like, we got a complaint. We got to shut it down. So we're like, all right, you're doing your job. We got 45 minutes out of it. We're good. We break down and we get off the boardwalk. Oh, there's fireworks shooting off.
Yeah.
But what makes like the punchline to all this shit was we're like, we got to get a picture for the gram. And we did. We set up this picture. The two of us are actually looking at the boardwalk going up because as soon as we set up for this photo, like a Chips cop, like, the guys on like motorcycles come like rolling out. I mean, really like cliche, like heavy set dude on like a big motorcycle comes rolling up and he's like, oh, I thought you guys were getting out of here. And we told him, we're like, no, we're just taking a picture, it was a funny story for the gram. And he's like, all right, take a picture real quick. And he's mean mugging us real like mean. I'm sorry, I just realized I was covering up the camera the whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this has been great from the fourth member, like your right hand.
I consider that my fourth member too. So we're sitting there and the guy's like mean mugging us, like giving us that like classic like pig stare, like with the glasses and shit, like. Rrr. And he starts calming down. We start talking music, and he winds up telling me that he's the bass player for an Allman Brothers cover band called Hotlanta. And we wound up sitting there for like 20 minutes shooting the shit, talking music with this guy. And he took off, and that was it. That was our picture. That was us. That picture is us actually arguing with that cop, or just discussing his band.
Was this or was this not the inspiration for Officer?
No, that was the Jetty.
Oh, okay.
That was the Jetty. I'll make
I love how Dan knew that too. Dan,
I
did know that. I knew that story. I also knew the story from Carl before, and I totally forgot about the Let Me In story. But I heard both stories in the same.
Officer's kind of Officer's kind of about something that happens to us reoccurring, like regularly.
Oh yeah, like we
happened at WAFest. Happened when we played with Exotic Empire. Happened at Speakeasy before then. Happened when they were busking on the fucking boardwalk. Cops just like to try to shut us down, and usually we get away with it, and we get to keep playing. I mean,
the whole hook of the song was written because the cop was trying to shut down the thing, but we had extra permit for late night music, and we were just in this state of confusion, had no idea whether we were on or off, and we came up with a quick little riff. And again, Santo, I'm like, dude, sing something to the cop, like calm him down. He goes, hey, Mr. Officer, you cannot turn me down. But at that time, I think it was something, and then he's like, come on inside and put another one or two down, like have a couple drinks with us and all that kind of like, just chill, shut up, and we're going to have a good time. And they let us go. The cops are laughing their ass off. They're like, yeah, like they have a permit. There's nothing we can do. So good job.
I love it. All right. I like again. If this is you, Mundo, I'm so sorry. And if it is, then Carl has to take the shot.
If it is, I will drink for you.
Okay.
Well, what are these rules here?
Oh, it does have Carl in it. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, this one's to Carl. I'm giving this one to Carl. Pass.
Okay. So where
Alright,
was?
You're covering the camera too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
might
says
be.
the caption
home,
is
'cause I can't see
27
myself.
surf representing Bunktown at the Long Beach Polar Plunge with Carl Pack and McKenna.
No, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was when they were living in the AB house when all those drunken, heavy contact drinking sports were going on.
Is Kevin watching
And-
now? Because that's going to affect how we answer this question.
Kevin was watching. So this is the polar bear plunge in Long Beach. We we probably were really hungover at the start of this. We were probably feeling pretty good after. And yeah, we just dipped. I think we were drinking for that too, right?
Of course.
Yeah, we were getting
You
pretty
don't do a
heavily.
polar plunge and not get,
I do
like,
that every
completely
single year.
off,
And
baby.
it's not fun if you don't drink before it.
Of
Right,
course.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've missed. I've missed a few. I don't know about these guys, but
I've done a couple.
yeah, I've
been
missed
to my
a few
share.
recently, Dan. But if you want to go, I'm down.
My
might do
brother
it this
was,
year.
was big into that.
Let's do it. We should
Yeah.
play music at it. We should just bring acoustics down and play instruments, acoustics we don't care about, and run into the water with them while we're playing.
Why not? We could probably set up with them, but let's
I think me and Kevin also paddled out to catch a wave bareback on this day too. We both,
Bareback?
and then Mundo came too. We all caught a wave and then got back in too. That was a fun one. Give us the next one, Veronica.
All right,
take a
next
shot.
one. All right. So
Oh, yeah.
it's Santo Mundo and Boomtown.
I
So
think it's the Boomtown answer.
Yeah. Make him answer.
That's you, Mundo?
I
He
think
looks like
this
Matty
was right
Fresh in that
after
picture.
Spencer joined, or maybe a little bit after,
Yeah.
or maybe before. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, I remember this one. That was at 89 North. One of my first.
89 North. Wait. Oh yeah, it is. I see. Oh yeah, I think they did their lights different.
Yeah, so that was one of my first shows back when I moved back to New York. And we actually, believe it or not, this is almost embarrassing to say because it was so long ago. That's the show we debuted Sunday at. We played Sunday for the first time ever there. Bruce filmed it. You can find that on YouTube. Like kind of a rough demo version of Sunday before Carl was around. And obviously things are pretty different in some places. But yeah, that was the first night Sunday was ever played.
Cool. So how long ago was this?
That was probably,
Yo, it's got long ago. It says our new single "Catch Me." That was a while ago.
yeah, so that was
Catch Me was 422 years ago, right?
yeah, so that was probably in like March 19.
Cool.
Oh, that guy is a jerk. That is the king of all robots.
Do I need to say more?
Yeah, he's a major piece of shit. Yes.
We got there. Yes! Froggy Days!
Oh, what a day that was.
Yeah, that was quite a day. So that was Froggy Days masquerade. This is this past February. It was a masquerade ball, and we figured Bunktown had to wear masks, but we're not going to wear masks like everyone else wears masks. So we went out and got luchador costumes. This was minutes before our set, and I'm not sure how much I can really tell you about that weekend because the memory's a little foggy. But we did have a band Olympics. Bunktown versus Big Happy,
Aquacherry.
our very good homies. So we in Big Happy.
Scatterbrain Brain got in on that too eventually.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
tell a story, but I guess you just
No.
don't.
I'm ready to go.
So we started Olympics with Big Happy. We were the first two Long Island bands there. Aquacherry arrived at the heat of the intense battling, and as Aquacherry arrived, we realized there's no way to fairly score them in. So we made it a challenge that whatever band got to the roof wins the entire Olympics. So we exhausted every angle until about 4 a.m. or so. I found myself with my friend Alex Mundo over here, Joe Rubino, who is Big Happy crew. He's Bunktown crew. He's part of the family. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him.
Mhm.
And we ended up with Chad White of Aquacherry.
Yes.
And we made a secret truce that if one band loses, every band loses. And we tried to unite our forces to get to the roof together. We failed, but we ended up going on a zombie-infested tunnel exploration.
We failed to get to the roof, but
Yeah.
we grew together as friends and family.
Yeah, we found some pretty fucked up shit, and
You guys ever played like Resident Evil?
yeah, big happy Aquacherry and Bunktown will never be the same after what we saw in the bowels of that hotel.
No way.
Oh my
It
god.
was literally Silent Hill. Like,
Love it. All right, this
Oh,
is
back to
on.
the stuff.
Oh,
Yo.
that was actually that same night that I met that girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
it's
gonna
on
say, this is on
Toasties too, yeah.
Toasties, but since you're in this picture as well, Mundo, this is you.
That was that night. Yeah,
I
that
think
was
you should chime in then.
that was the night that I said I like knew I wanted to be in a band and like make music for
Aw.
people.
No shit.
This was at the Talk in Montauk.
Shout out to
This
Mike
year.
Nasty.
This year, Santo was living with me in my trailer down on the beach at Hither Hills where I was working. And Mundo used to fly out on his days off, and they used to play all the bars over the weekend. And this was just a particularly fun one, as you can tell from the stances of my two best friends there.
Oh, it's adorable. All right, so
Thanks,
this the last one. I don't remember. I don't remember what this one was, but oh.
Oh, yeah, I know what that's from.
Yeah, I knew I had to throw in a Statfest one.
oh,
You gotta-
yeah.
Dude, Statfest, that was one of the big hits we took this year with COVID closing things down.
Actually, maybe not.
That was the worst one.
I mean, that'd be-
that one broke my heart the most.
Yeah, that was a sad one. But that was you guys hit us up to film some promo videos for Statfest, and you said like come up with like, you know, a skit idea or something like that. And we were like, a skit idea? That's our thing.
Yeah, we gave you guys probably about 10 skit ideas. 5 or 6 of them we filmed, and 3 of them we used. But I can promise you, Steve had a very strange day that day. He wasn't ready for what we were gonna do to him.
I still want to see the water ones where we were swimming.
Yeah, we
that
have-
was all like washed away.
There was a Jaws parody
That
that,
was a
that
good
never
one.
got made where Carl got attacked by a pineapple.
Statfest 2 Jaws parody promo
We did a
video.
Titanic parody.
Get ready for it.
Yeah, we did a Titanic parody.
Yo, Steve's favorite story from that was that you guys were like in the middle of the water on the boat filming, and Carl had to go to work or some shit and just dove off and swam to the shore. And
Yeah, it did. I had to, that dude climbing up that dock was not easy, bro. That was hard. And like
Next to me, like, yo, one of them just jumped off the boat.
Moved the back end.
Mundo threw my backpack onto the pier too. But when I dove out, I started drifting away from my backpack, so I really had to like fucking swim fast and like grab onto the pier and climb up it. It was fun.
Movers
That
just
should've been on
commented
video,
that, and Steve's watching too, and they said that Jaws parody is incoming.
Oh no way!
No way.
Yeah, let's do it.
So happy.
Yeah, since this was a video, I had to screenshot it, and it was just like, I don't know where this is gonna land, and I'm so happy it like landed at this, just like.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh, so Santa was doing the Blair Witch
Project.
Project in this one. He was like running through the woods in that scene,
Big
and
Twitch project.
he found
Yeah.
he smoked a huge bowl, and he was like coughing and dying,
Yeah.
running through the woods.
The ones that got released were this one, the Forrest Gump parody,
Yep.
and the Star Wars parody.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even remember the Star Wars one.
Oh, me,
Yo,
me,
go
me,
back and check those out. They're
Yeah.
hysterical.
I
me
remember
and
the
Mundo
other
did
two.
The,
I don't
the
even
Luke Skywalker and Yoda lifting the X-wing out of the
I'd
movie.
imagine
Oh.
it's on the Statfest page, probably real.
I'm sure it is.
It best be. Like, these are my favorite ones. They're awesome. All right, so that's all of them. Mundo, I'm so sorry that you're probably like belligerent
Yeah,
right
Mundo,
now.
will you make up for these? Can we get the light on?
Don't worry, we're gonna
Here, go Mundo. Go
like
Mundo.
I said,
go
we're having a
Mundo.
night in Montauk tonight. So right after this, we're gonna go hang out with our
Veronika was
buddies down
invited,
in,
but she ditched us.
I'm gonna come tomorrow, I promise. Just let
Dan,
me
you're
know.
invited too.
I was invited the other
Veronica's
day,
not
and I said,
uninvited,
yeah, I'm gonna
Dan,
come.
you're
and I didn't.
re-invited.
I know, we're the worst, right, Dan? We're like, yeah, we'll do it. And then like literally 24 hours later, we'll show up.
We'll still be out here. No
We literally
worries.
did nothing that we all planned the other day.
We're not.
We didn't go on the boat. We didn't go surfing. We didn't come to Montauk. We didn't plan. We didn't follow through on any of the.
No. Well, the boat
Surfboards.
got rained out. That's not anyone's fault.
Okay, that's true. That's true. I'll
Besides
give you
his
that.
fault.
And surfing's gonna happen like Saturday,
come to the beach.
Surfing happened today. I
It's
mean,
the 4th, my dude. I got shit to do on the 4th.
Everybody does.
Like what? Celebrate freedom? Or
Not try to park at the beach. It's really
sorry.
What are you doing?
All right, so come on. I'm just saying I'm working at the beach on Saturday. You can come any of the next 5 days after that,
Oh, hell yeah.
and we'll go surfing, Dan. I'll take you, sir.
I'm ready. I'm
Yep.
really awful.
Have you
but I'm-
gone surfing before, Dan?
When I was in high school, we rented surfboards and we were in Florida once, and I was terrible, but that's about it.
Everyone's
So-
terrible when they start.
I was a surf instructor out in this town for one season out here, lived out here for a good long time. And I never had one kid not get up on the surfboard. So God is my witness, Dan, you're going to get some gnar.
All right.
You hear that,
Love
kid?
gnar.
You're gonna get some gnar.
You're going to get some gnar, kid.
isn't it weird that like the lights flashed as
It's
you
gonna
said
be so
NAR?
gnar. Yeah, did you see that? The light went on when I said gnar.
What's the sign?
We might have to transfer them to the car system. We can actually
That's a big
cruise.
idea.
We can cruise.
So it's all right. We got like one more question for you anyway. So we've been ending every interview with this question. Oh, hear me?
It sounded like they ended the interview
I know.
themselves.
Can they still hear me?
Like, dim the
Yeah, we got
lights
you.
or like
Got you back.
stop talking to us.
Okay, cool. So all I was saying was we have ended every interview with the same question. So you guys can choose to answer this individually, or if one of you wants to take the lead for it.
Sweet.
But we've been saying we have, obviously, as you guys know, a very diverse audience. We can go from music that you guys have to bands like Slipknot to really anything, right? So if you were to convince the people that aren't typically into the type of music you guys play, if you had like a 20-second pitch, like what would you say to convince people, like even if we're not your cup of tea, like you can still fuck with us?
I could
All right, so let's say you hate.
Want to take a shot?
I want to go first.
Go for it.
Let's say you hate like
Words.
our style of
Yeah.
music, like just in general. Come to our show and you're gonna love the way we party. Like our shows are fun.
Alright.
Like
That's
when we're done playing, we're a kick-ass time. We're very friendly. Come. That's what I would say. But Mundo's got 5 words for you.
5 words. Do you like to party?
Oh, it's the same thing.
All right.
Same thing.
I think that's plagiarizing Mundo. You're just copying his word.
I called that. I had 5 words first.
My name's Boomtown, and I like to party.
Boomtown. I already said I party. Okay, I do the party.
You're not the only one that parties.
Oh, that's right.
I party too.
I need this all cited in MLA format, please.
You got it.
Take points.
Absolutely. I'll send you the citation page via Skype or something.
Yeah, like I would have said something like a little different maybe, but I mean that's all you need to know. Like if you fucking hate our music, like just come party with us anyway.
Yeah.
We're so much fun.
And if
You guys know that.
And if you seriously hate our music, send it to all the people that you hate. Make them listen to it.
Yeah, right.
All
Yeah.
right.
Right. Ruin their days with some Bunktown Falls. That should be a
Like,
slogan.
yo, check out this
Day up.
fucking band.
Yeah, look at this band that sucks because I hate you.
Play their Spotify.
But
Go
they're
ahead.
really fun to party with.
What a
I don't
way,
think
what a
anyone
way to
can say
twist
we're
that.
not.
It-
fun to
Nobody's
party
ever
with.
disagreed with that statement.
Yeah, what did we have? What was it? I think it was Nonstop. It was like, if you don't like our music, I will refund your ticket. And then he's always left before.
No, no refund. Bunktown
refunds.
Falls, no
No
refunds.
refunds. It's policy.
Right. Good to know. Good to know.
Cool. So before we go,
Probably
can you
nothing.
guys plug everything you can? Any socials, where they can find your music, where you could just, if you guys, your personal socials that you want people to follow.
At Bunktown Falls, everything. Bunktown Falls on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're on all the streaming services, on Apple Music, on Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, all the places you like
SoundCloud, whatever the
it.
fuck.
SoundCloud.
You don't like to pay for music? It's all up on SoundCloud.
Yeah. Where else are we at?
Crispy_BTF. Mine's the most boring Instagram because I never post on it. So have fun with that one.
You
At
take
Boomtown Falls.
you post about your dog, and I think that's the most like compelling content that I've seen.
Oh,
from the
wait.
Shout out to
There we
Artex.
go.
Wait.
All doggy things.
If you
up.
follow or you like Bunktown Falls, and you're not following the Flamingo BTF, that's Flamingo _BTF. Flamingo's our manager. He's not here today.
Manager, security, personal, bud liaison.
He was a huge help against the robots.
Right, he's
I don't
actually
know if you
still-
saw that.
He's still
Yes.
guarding our studio against robot attacks, so
We-
he couldn't come with us
we
today
got-
either.
If you saw, I'm sure you remember, we got perpetrated. You know, the guy got into our studio, but Flamingo, he lives on strictly on a diet of gears and motor oil, and sometimes some hydraulic oil. So he devoured his robot carcass and shot him out in the backyard.
Craig the mentally unhinged is
That was his name. Craig the mentally unhinged. I should know
seriously damaged.
We haven't had to feed Flamingo in months after that.
Right. Flamingo's
Nice.
been quenched ever since.
Chilling on top of the mixer, getting ready to put the final touches on the album.
And pull his Glock if needed for any reason.
Oh, Munda, have you seen Bert Kreischer's new special?
I fucking love Bert Kreischer. Why didn't we go to the Paramount? Were we supposed to go do that and go see him?
I don't know. But anyway, also whiskey, cock, Glock, dog.
What?
When you said
Yeah,
Glock, I was like, wait.
Whiskey hot fuck up.
Love it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. It's been an adventure to say the least. It's definitely been awesome. So
Yeah, thank
It's
you for
always a
coming.
pleasure with you guys.
Welcome to Montauk, guys.
Welcome.
Welcome to Bunktown Falls.
All right. Cool.